says somewhere the BJP's core policy is not against the FDI.
Rahul, just stay with us. We have getting some reactions there from outside Parliament. Let's just listen to Rajiv Shukla. All right, we'll try and get you that reaction there. Rajiv Shukla also reacting on those developments at the all-party meeting. Rahul was just taking us through what really happened at that meeting, and he's back with us reporting from outside Parliament. Rahul, back to you. What exactly happened? Just take us through that statement that Pranab Mukherjee read, which in fact he is expected to also read out in Parliament today.
Mani, the principal fact which I was saying is that why peace returned to Parliament is that one, the government blinked. It agreed that there was no consensus on the issue of FDI and retail. Principal opposition parties and key allies in the government, which actually make up the numerical strength of the government, were against it. The government could not have gone in for a vote, any kind of numerical test on the issue of FDI and retail, because friends and foes were ranged against it. Not only the key ally partners, but also the supporting players like the BSP and the Samajwadi Party were against the move. But perhaps the turning point has been that the opposition also has realized that it cannot continue stalling Parliament. The BJP has always been in favor of reforms, though it took a Swadeshi line on the FDI in retail. Somewhere the BJP was under pressure, and perhaps that is why the BJP utilized the opportunity offered by the government, that it is suspending. Eventually it is not exactly what the opposition initially wanted. It's not a total rollback or cancellation of the policy, but it's a suspension of the policy till all stakeholders are on board. Perhaps from here on, the opposition and the government today can start working peacefully in Parliament, and perhaps the principal issue being that several key legislations of this government, perhaps it's the most loaded Parliament session since 2009 when UPA 2 came to power. You have Lokpal bill for which perhaps crores are waiting outside, and also there is one Mr. Anna Hazare waiting. The second is the food security bill, which is perhaps the government's big ticket, largest social sector intervention after the NREGA. Then there is Land Acquisition Act, perhaps, which is important because of the kind of land pressures and the confrontations which are rising all over. But again, what I would like to say that though peace might return today, but will it be lasting is very difficult to say, primarily because of the fact that two basic important issues which got derailed in Parliament, on which discussions was being demanded, black money and price rise, are still pending. The opposition is wanting adjournment motions which entail voting at the end of it on both these issues. The government will have to talk the opposition out of it, or will have to go in for adjournment. Early signs that the Congress and the government is preparing for it, that the Congress has already issued a whip to all of its members of Parliament to be present in Parliament when any kind of adjournment motion or debate does take place. So perhaps one can certainly say that the sun is out for a little while as far as the FDI issue is concerned. Will that mean lasting peace in Parliament? One will have to wait and see.
Right, Rahul, not just the issue of FDI. When, in fact, the winter session began, we saw repeated adjournments on issues like price rise and black money as well. And it's not really FDI as the only issue. We do know that the government is cornered on several other issues as well.
Yes, the government is under pressure. There is a deep sense of disarray, and the government wants this session to be fruitful. And perhaps the key will be what kind of flow coordination does it strike